Hey everyone, welcome to the Thomas Blooms channel. Today is a beautiful day. It's a nice Saturday, and today we're going to talk about strawberries. Now, behind me is my strawberry hanger. Okay, I'm going to move off to the side so you can see it. So you can see there's two layers, and that's PVC pipe. It's about 4 inches across, and obviously there's about 4 strawberries per PVC pipe. And the idea behind this is, well, the purpose of this channel is gardening in the GTA, and often we're short on space, lawn space, garden space, whatever. You may have a balcony on a condo or apartment or whatever. So the reason why I'm doing this is one, because I like the idea, and two, it saves space because as you can see, it's literally on the wall. Okay, and if it's on the wall, it's not taking up space anywhere else. And you could do similar ideas on a balcony. You could use the box planters that out like this or about this big. You could use your strawberries in those, and as well you could use your hanging baskets, and you could use PVC pipe for other applications for your strawberries. You can stack them up like this. Again, like my idea, you go across like that. But the point is that we're going to be doing the strawberry tower, or strawberry hanger, sorry. Now, I got two here, but I'm not quite done. I actually have two more pipes that I need to do, so I thought we'll work on it together on this channel and show you how it's done. Now, there are pros and cons to the strawberry hanger. The pro is obviously you're saving space. Not going to take up much room, like this much room. I mean, the PVC pipe itself is 4 inches, so it's going to stick out 4 inches. That's it, right? Obviously, as you can tell here, I got a hanger, so the hanger sticks out a little bit more, but it's high enough that it's not going to hit me in the head. I'm short, so it's not going to impact me that way. Okay. And another pro is that your strawberries are contained in this bed. They won't spread, and I'll talk about spreaders later. And you can actually grow strawberries in those small spaces and use your other gardening spaces for other plants that may require some more room to move. Okay? One of the things I want to point out, and I'll use a starter as an example here. I just have a couple starters here. This is another strawberry, and I hope the camera can pick it out. But in here, so in here is what's called the crown. All this area, oh, this guy's in the way. All this area right here is literally a crown because they call it a crown because that's what it looks like. Okay, it looks like it's circular and got things sticking out, just like a crown. And the idea is, I'm going to just put this down real quick here. The idea is that your crown is the heart of your strawberry. Okay, and one important tip with strawberries is to keep your crown above the soil level. If you bury your crown, you will have strawberries for maybe 1 year, and then that's it. Your typical strawberry plant lives about 3 to 4 years, and it produces very well in year 2, 3, and even year 4. And I mean, some people could get a fifth year out of it, and that's great. But you're averaging about 4 years. If you bury that crown, you will get 1 year. So make sure that your crown is exposed. The rest of the stuff can be buried in the soil, no problem. Some people bury it so only the stems are coming out. No, don't do that. Make sure your crown is exposed. You'll know it when you see it. If the video doesn't show it because the lighting is off, hopefully you'll be able to see it when you run into a strawberry plant in person. Okay, so now there are many different varieties of strawberries, but I'm going to talk to you about the two types of strawberries that are offered out there. These two types are very commonly found in big box garden centers and your local nurseries in the GTA. Okay, so like I said, there are two. The first one is June bearing. June bearing sounds it sounds just like it is. It bears fruit in June. You're going to get about 2 weeks, maybe 3, of those big strawberries that you will see in the grocery store, the ones you buy in the little plastic containers. So they produce in June. That's it. Okay. They're big, they're sweet, they're juicy, they're all the wonderful things that you get in a strawberry. Okay, but for the rest of the year, that's it. That's all you're getting. Now, some produce one in June, one in September, but those are rare. Okay, June bearing are exactly as it sounds. June bearing. The second type is everbearing. Now, everbearing strawberries start producing strawberries in June, and keep going, and keep going, and keep going until either until around late September. If you're lucky, you can get strawberries until the first frost date in October if you're in the Greater Toronto area. However, it does come at a slight disadvantage. The strawberries are like they're this big, they're tiny, okay? But the benefits of that is that you can get strawberries every day, every other day, every 2 days, that kind of thing. They keep producing strawberries. So if you own one or two of the everbearing strawberries, yeah, you'll get a few strawberries. Maybe you could put in a parfait. Maybe you can, spice up your cereal with the strawberries, but it's not enough to make like a snack or anything, or a smoothie or anything like that. However, if you have 8 everbearing strawberries, which is what I do, plus I'm doing a tube when each tube has 3 more, so 3 times 2 is 6, 6 plus 8. If you have 14 everbearing strawberries that are going to be producing almost every day or every other day, that is a significant amount of strawberries, and the small size of the strawberries will sort of, it will compensate for the size of the June bearing. And the other plus side is with the everbearing is yeah, they're smaller, but you're getting strawberries in August. You're getting strawberries in September. And you get that for 4 years. So you are more than making up the cost of getting a strawberry a packet at the store, and you are making up for the one June bearing strawberry fruiting that happens once a year. So for me, my vote is everbearing strawberries. But if you want the bigger, juicier strawberries once a year, go ahead and have the June bearing. There's nothing wrong with that. They're very good. They're very sweet. And still very economical for you guys if you are growing strawberries. Okay, so just hold on one second. I'm going to show you a couple things here. Okay, so this is a sample tube. Okay, so this sample tube right here, this is same as the one on the wall. Okay, what I did is that I used. Let me see here. See this here. These are eye bolts. So drill them in the PVC. I have a nut underneath, or a bolt underneath, sorry, and I tighten it up so it can hang, okay? And what I did was that I used a hole saw, and I cut a hole out here. These are about 3.5, 4 inches across. And then what I do is I taped it, okay? Because the reason why when I drill it, the plastic goes all over the place. You don't want the plastic going in the soil. So when all this was empty, I drilled it out and then taped it back together and then added the soil in. It's a little bit of work, but it's better than having PVC plastic in your soil while you're trying to grow strawberries. And as you can see here, I've done that for the 3 here. Now, what I did on the way is I slowly added the soil in here. Okay, you can see the soil is almost at the top. And every now and then, I wet the soil, the hose, so the soil goes down, gets compacted, that kind of thing, and add more soil. You don't want to add dry soil in here, put a cap on it, tighten it, and then like water it, because the soil will compact and you'll get huge air pockets in here. And while air isn't a bad thing, you might not get the root development that you want with your strawberries, so you want to get as much soil in here as possible. The more soil, the more nutrients, the more food for your strawberries, and also the more soil your roots can travel, okay? Trust me, they will get enough air into the soil, they'll get enough air through the plant, everything will work out. So what I'm going to do is I need to add a little bit more soil in here. So I'm gonna be doing some video edits. So I'll be coming back and forth and just showing you the process and how that works, and then I'll be mounting it, and then that's pretty much it. Okay, so just stay tuned. 1 second. And while I do that, yeah, while I do that, we'll take a break. 1 second.